I would like to ask a very simple question to people. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why is it that people are so disingenuous? Like, you can get anything you want in life, just ask for it. So, in the magical realms, I mean, we're sitting here in one of them. We can get anything we want. We just gotta just ask for it. But when you come in contact with people and that already have their physical bodies, they have this, I don't know, this lack of spirituality, but entitlement that everything that they think should happen immediately happens. Especially the people that here. Let me turn down this music real quick because we like to do this real time. Okay, what? That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Pete Rock just gave a shout to 9/11, which is hilarious on so many fucking levels. One of my favorite people ever to make music, and he's like shouting out 9/11. Like, what the fuck does that have to do? He's doing this concert in like 2018. He's shouting out 9/11. What the fuck is he talking about? See, this is the disingenuity that I'm talking about. So we find these people because of the culture that we have, which is essentially driven by media and the internet. That you can get anything you want, almost damn near immediately. Like you can just have it. It's like if you want pizza, if you want fried rice, if you want someone to deliver you bacon covered chocolate syrup glazed candles from CVS. Like CVS will get it for you. You know what I mean? Like the somebody from Uber will find it for you. You know what I mean? They'll go and get it. It makes no sense that it's this microwave culture. You get, yeah, I get it. I get it. If you get onto like a dating app, okay, everybody's just like they're like, hey, I'm not really trying to fuck, but I'm totally trying to fuck, and they give they give these pictures of it's a dude with their like their best pose on. It's a chick with their tits hanging out and like, oh, here I am hanging out with my friends and blah blah, and I'm so cool. Yet then underneath it's like, I'm not here just to fuck. I'm here to find the man of my dreams. Blah blah blah. Yeah, right. That's so dog shit. It really is. It's it's humorous. Could you imagine doing that in like 1950? You wouldn't have the opportunity. You'd have to actually speak to someone. You'd have to like throw pebbles at their window. Now, haven't we come a long way from that? In a very good way and in a very terrible way. In a good way, it's you don't have to go and embarrass yourself, throwing stones at someone's window and be like, "Hey, it's nice to see," because it's always the dude. That was the old movies, like 1980s, and then you got the later 90s movies, and then you got like right now what we're dealing with is 2019. If you want something, you can have it right now. And if you can have it right now, you just go fuck it. I just get it from somewhere else. Like, could you imagine being like really good looking? Like, I'm good looking enough. I could accomplish whatever the fuck I needed. But it's not that simple. Like that's you're gonna wear yourself out on needing and desiring and requiring something that will facilitate the qualm. No, no, is it the qualm? Is it the qualm or the qualm? The word is it's how to get rid of. Is it the qualming or the qualming? See, I'm so sorry about that. I'm not really good at all the words, but of your inhibitions and what you require, that even in the matter of a few moments, you can go from like, "Hi, I love this. This is the greatest thing ever," to like, and then what pornography does and what this culture does and what everything does is it goes, okay, there's this immediacy. And I remember, and see, the funny thing about this Pete Rock shit right now, which is killing me, is I remember this album that was made, uh, man, what is it, 99, 2000, 2002, 2002 maybe, and it was talking about how Pete Rock was saving groups. And then there's the other album that they talked about like how um, there's like, oh no, this is De La Soul. Oh, this is De La Soul. Okay, excuse me. De La Soul said this other thing, um, that music has become. Hopefully, it's De La Soul. I could be wrong with this, but nonetheless, the point remains. The idea remains the same. That music has become disposable, so disposable that you can just make it and just throw it away. Music doesn't fucking matter because it's all the same bullshit. It's the same bullshit. Bitches the same bullshit. Dudes the same bullshit. Music is the same bullshit. And then you got people out here with their voices that because they know their voice sucks, so they have to auto tune it. Auto tune music is bullshit. I'd auto tune my voice to make some money and then get the fuck out the game if that was what if that's how it really if I really felt that way about it. But no, like there's nothing wrong with electronic music. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with even auto tuning a voice for an effect. But if you can't sing to begin with, if you can't make music to begin with, like don't do it. Like you can use electronic music and make you can use samples and beats and blah blah blah, and you can be amazing with it. But if you can come out here and like that's the attitude of culture. If you understand what I'm saying, I hope you do, because everything becomes so disposable. Everything is like a fucking a diaper, and it ain't a diaper. It's a it's a Tampax. It's a diaper that you buy from no, actually from Kmart. Yeah, I'll say Kmart. You have to walk into Kmart and then the lights are off over in that section, and then you walk over in the back section of Kmart and the lights go on because you walked over there because Kmart doesn't really exist anymore. So you buy your fucking shitty ass your shitty ass diapers they're gonna shit in. That's the music today. That's the people today because all they want is something that's disposable. Because if I can't have it right now, everyone is so like we'll just dispose of this if I don't like it, and people end up with like nothing at all. They like a lack of personality, a lack of um like I mean it's the word is earnest, like to like really be true, to like really desire something, to so I mean how easy would it be, how easy is it to just copy and paste everything you do? And so at one point in time you could copy and paste off of the internet. So you copy and paste and correct one letter here and one letter there, and then yeah, that's fine. But there was a certain time that it took, you know, writing the letter down and going to the bird and it's like, hey bird, can you make sure you get this letter to that place over there, and or maybe getting on horseback. Like, okay, that's fucking ridiculous. Obviously, like that, it shouldn't take that much to profess your love to something or someone. But it shouldn't be, and this is playing the opposition of it, the opposing side. It shouldn't be so simple that you just like click on someone's fucking profile and be like, hey, can we fuck tonight? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I'm not saying we haven't all done it. I'm just saying accept that for what it is, but be honest about what it is. Like how do you people are so, the word is disingenuous. Like, but people have been brought up on that because their parents, like they, so you even go through the generations. No, I'm not gonna do that right here because I only have a couple more minutes on this video. But it's like, why are people so insincere? So insincere that they have no idea. Do people really not have souls? Do they not have hearts anymore? Do, are we at a point in this generation where no one is left with a soul, a spirit, or a heart? I mean, three different things, but nonetheless, they all kind of produce the same effect mentally for people. They're like, yeah, shit. Shouldn't we all have some sort of, and to say the word love and soul and spirit and heart, those are all equally as ridiculous to say. But right now we're sitting here with fucking auto-tune music, and then tomorrow, could you imagine when you're 70 or 80 singing the songs that you learned today? back that shit, back that ass up. To, like all this dumb shit, like the same song over and over again. Not to say that most music isn't just a facsimile in the sense of, hey, there's a longing, there's a love, there's a blah blah blah, but how immediately it just like it all it all falls down, it all crumbles, it all falls apart. It's so fucking silly. Why do people do this? Does no one know what it feels like to have a cat or a puppy or a llama or a goat, or I mean, I don't know where do you live on a farm? I mean, I only use a couple of those terms because maybe some of you live on a farm. Because there's these corn-fed motherfuckers, and there's these chicks. They go from the middle of the country, and then they move to the big city, and all of a sudden they get over. This is the greatest movie ever, which is hilarious. But it's like literally right now, it's multiplied times infinity. That no one even knows how to treat each other because there's no value in anything. Especially if you make a lot of money, there's no value in anything because you could just buy it tomorrow. So everything becomes like, to say it becomes obsolete very quickly is an understatement. But like if you have some money, like I could just buy that shit tomorrow. Like you fucking break this shit, fuck that shit, get the next thing. Like there's no respect for anything. So it's like there's like a zero amount of respect for people's time, energy, and love. Okay, and then I said love. Okay, well I didn't mean to go that far with it, but it's just. Mm. Why does it amount to this? I mean, I get it. Like you grow up in, okay, all you do is just you text something and you get a pizza at your door from Domino's, and there it is. And if it doesn't show up, you're like, fuck Domino's, I'm gonna get from Pizza Hut. And you text Pizza Hut, and like you get 10 pizzas in a row, like right on time. And I was saying like, fuck this, I don't even want to eat pizza because at one time they didn't deliver it right, and it was like the pepperoni was like falling off the crust and blah blah blah. And then you're like, all right, I'm gonna order more. I'm gonna order from. I mean, where the fuck else do you order from? Oh, wait, we live in the digital age where you can order anything the fuck you want. So now you have people that are ordering plastic dolls, dudes that are ordering plastic dolls off the internet. Now I thought about this for a while because wouldn't it be easier not have to deal with the yammering and the blah 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 about like, okay, but isn't if you get right back to it, like, wouldn't it be worth it? Because I'm not sure if anybody's made love, or I mean, people have fucked plenty of times, but that's a fuck up, ain't it? You can have sex. That's another thing. But to make love to something, like, that's like to be curious and to be intimate, and like, you can't be intimate to some plastic piece of furniture. But we live you know, in a side of a plastic culture. Plastic beaches everywhere. Like, everything is. There you go, have it. There, you want it. That's what you want. Take it. And why has everyone become that way? How I, how did everybody become so? It's not, the word isn't. I get selfishness. I think everyone should be selfish because it helps everyone to figure out what they want. But it doesn't mean to, like, become disingenuous, or um, to lack humanity, or to, like, not be respectful. But people just literally go, fuck it, move on to the next thing. Like, immediately. How do people find this to be adequate? Even, especially, I've met people that swear they love poetry and music and art, and it takes time to do those things. It takes time to learn those things. I don't care what all the I don't care all the different things you can find to figure out how to play the drums and play the piano and draw a perfect piece of art, whatever you think perfect is. But how do people find a way to, even though they do that, think that people are disposable, that other humans, just, their emotions don't matter? Because that's what we've come to. So what are we doing here anymore? you know, I, the apocalypse in 2020 and all of these things, I think it's a great thing for the world, because I think people become too, their mentalities become catalyzed by the, like, you know how easy on the internet to find anything you want. You just type a word and you get the fuck what you want. But it's not in 3D. Oh, but it's coming. Don't worry. You can find it in the next couple of years. You'll find it on the internet, and they will go into this realm of three-dimensional time space continuum where you just type a couple buttons in, and all of a sudden there it is, and it looks like you, and it starts to, remember the Matrix. It will zap your brain and make you feel the way that, yeah, it's like having a dream, if you know how that works. But hmm, it's just curious. Like, maybe it's in my very. Uh, I might need a cane or something to, in my old age, to figure this out. Just walk around as a curious observer of the artifacts of what real life looks like. I mean, that's not real, because I stay young forever. I live forever, so it doesn't really matter to me. I just wonder why people can't have, like, really, truly, true, intimate, wonderful relationships that develop the same way flowers grow. You don't get a flower to grow, like, instantaneously. It takes a little while to do that. Where does that happen? Where are those people that want that? Because I've been searching and searching for a very long time for any single soul, any single spirit that would like to become a soul. So I redact my earlier any single soul, because the soul is singular. Uh, any single spirit, anything that it just, hey, there's, can we explore this world together? Because it's I mean, it's easy to figure out, like, okay, that's that, we got it all. Like, there's the TV. I can just hit the button and find out. I can get on my Google. I can See, doesn't sound really stupid? I can get on my snappy fappies. Oh, this is like Snapchats. And I get on the, and you know, you can find anything you want. It's like, if you get mad at somebody, you can be mad at them for a day. You know, in 1920, if you were mad at somebody for a day, you couldn't immediately just went and did something else. It would take you a couple days, like maybe a few weeks. But now, you're mad at somebody for like 2 hours. Like, fuck this. And then your mind, because you're not in true meditation, will throw you outside of that, and you just go, fuck this, and you find something else. It's so chaotic. It's so silly. Like, where who is it? Wyclef? Where did the love go? Like, what? I mean, you know, it sounds like a silly song. Where did the love go? Who? No, that's not Wyclef, is it? I'm gonna try this. I'm not gonna sing the song for you guys. You know what I'm saying, though. It's so, the rhythmic proportions, the that energy that people had. Like, where'd it go? Like, I mean, it's so bizarre to me. My phone is almost dead here. A lot of people think that that's some long-winded, exaggerated rant, which it was and it is. But like, man, I think most people should search for things that. Hey, look, the things that take the longest to grow taste the best. There's no way you think that the shit that's in a laboratory that's grown is the best thing. You know, you think a pineapple doesn't taste better than, you know what I mean? How long does it take for a pineapple to grow, or that heirloom tomato? It does taste better, and especially if your grandma grew that shit, or I mean, just mm. But then they say taste is subjective, and I'm gonna go on this long-winded thing about that. But um, point of this rant here is hopefully you can find love in the way you can. I don't know what love is, but um, I've seen it, I've tasted it, I've expressed it, and hopefully you can see it the way I do, or the way you see it. You know, not the way that I see it, but the way you need to see it. So, enjoy your life. I hope you all have fun, do good things, and maybe I'll see you guys soon.